猫耳さん。
あなたは私が死なせはしない。
はじめ。
Hello friends, welcome to the next Senpai. This video is a continuation of my previous video which got a lot of attention from the audience, Top Anime Sad in 2021. You could say this is part 2 of the video, and I tried to add a narration that I hope you guys like too. Before starting this video, don't forget to subscribe, so that the creator of this channel will be enthusiastic to update videos about anime. Let's just talk about the video, let's go. Tact OP Destiny, Lenny's death. The duo battle between Destiny and Titan against Jigoku and Tengoku managed to present an epic battle with fast and eye-catching animated visuals. Tact managed to be cornered by their enemy for having exceeded the limits of his power as a music art. The moment was take the time by Tengoku. He pointed a gun at Tact, and instantly Lenny sacrificed himself to protect Tact. At the end of his life, Lenny still had time to give an amazing show, and make Titan fight to his epic mode. Jigoku and Tengoku were cornered and the two of them along with Sagan ran away. Lenny sees a glimpse of a show between him and Tact. Tact plays the piano and Lenny plays the violin. At the end of this episode, one person was shown who had been waiting for him, and gave him an applause for the last show. That person was none other than Lenny's music teacher who taught him the violin. He smiled proudly at Lenny, and the two of them headed off towards the heavens. Platinum End, Hajime's death scene. Red, who is in battle, gets an unexpected attack from a white arrow from Metropolitan and poison injection from Kohinata. Saki quickly flew towards and protected him. Hajime, who was previously hit by Saki's love arrow, moved his body as well to protect Saki with his speed and sword. However, one of those poisonous injections hit Hajime's body until it melts and dies. The dying Hajime expressed his pleasure in meeting Saki, the precious person he protected. Saki was sorry and apologized for her actions. One life was lost. Balta, the companion angel of Hajime, picked up his spirit to the afterlife and gave an angel circle and a red arrow. 8-6. Shin kill his brother. This is an emotional story between a brother and younger brother who go on opposite paths. Since the death of Rei's mother changed, the older brother experienced a very sad psychological experience disorder. Rei, who transformed into a plasma, has ambitions to become one with Shin no matter what. There was an epic battle that night. Of course the victory was in the party of the main shop that was Shin. The sad part was when Shin, who thought of his older brother as a rival to be defeated, felt deep sorrow after killing his own brother. Though he made all feelings of empathy to his brother. Shin was crying heavily. Little by little he saw the warmth of their brotherly relationship. 7 Deadly Sins, Cursed by Light, Escaner's departure. The saddest moment also appears in this anime. When Escaner bids farewell in front of his friends. Because he had traded his life to reach his highest sunshine in order to defeat King. Before the disappearance of Escaner, he said goodbye to his friends, who must be in tears in this scene. His lover had given him the last kiss. Merlin, who previously looked indifferent, seemed moved to realize Escaner felt the sin he had suffered all this time. Escaner releases Merlin and the body begins to decompose into fire dust. Everyone looked at the departure of Escaner with sad faces. From the heart, Melodius said for the last time, "Rest in peace, Escaner." ReZero Season 2. Goodbye Mother, Fortuna. Fortuna tries desperately to protect Emilia from Pandora's interference. Even if it's just a waste, because Fortuna is no match for Pandora. Suddenly Betelgeuse, who had been brainwashed by Pandora, attacked Fortuna, which reasoned her to die instantly with blood pouring over the snow. Betelgeuse, with a strange face, regretted killing Fortuna. Fortuna, in her dying period, trying to explain the real truth of what happened. Emilia said she would love her mother no matter what. Fortuna took the time to caress Emilia and said one last time that she loved Emilia very much. Emilia, who was depressed by Fortuna's death, let it all out Pandora, which turned out to be frozen the whole area around there. This scene closes with Emilia and Betelgeuse brainwashing Violet. Evergarden movie. Last message from Urith. Honestly, at first I was not interested in seeing this anime movie, because I don't really like romance-themed anime. Besides that, I have not followed the journey of the anime series. Yes, the visuals in this anime are very pleasing to the eye, and many have reviewed it. That is the key to this anime. But there is something more than just visuals when I see this scene, which also changes my expectations about this anime. Urith was a customer from Violet who had previously prepared a letter, which Violet typed directly to give to her family at that time. But at that time Violet was not there, because she was looking for her lover who was still alive on a hidden island called Eikatel Island. As a result, he had to be replaced by one of his work relatives. With their efforts and persistence, Urith finally managed to call a peer named Ryuka, who was previously forbidden by Urith himself for fear of making him sad to see his body condition was not fine. Urith spilled all her sorrow and apologized for not allowing her to see him when he was critically ill. Finally, not long after that incident, Urith breathed his last. It brought tears to everyone who was there. The last letter was read by his family and create warmth between them. Boruto, Naruto Next Generations, Kurama's farewell. Kurama died because he sacrificed himself using Baryon mode, so that Naruto could keep up with his opponent, Ishiki Otsutsuki. Naruto seemed so sad to let go of Kurama, who he considered more than his brother, because Kurama had accompanied him since birth, since Kurama was sealed by Minato, the fourth Hokage, in Naruto's body. Kurama's death caught the public's attention and became trending Twitter at the time. This incident became the beginning of Naruto, who was no longer a Jinchuriki container. This scene becomes very emotional, by showing a journey of Naruto and Kurama for 19 years accompanying this anime series. Demon Slayer, Mugen Train Arc, Rengoku's death. This anime series that has been visualized again from the previous anime movie, which was one of the first deaths of a pillar while battling the Upper Moon Demon. On a paper, the advantage is on the side of the devil, which is where the devil gets unlimited recovery when fighting at night. Even so, his death was avenged by the safety of Tanjiro and his friends and the entire Mugen Train. At that time, there were no casualties. At the end of his life, Tanjiro wept and became uncontrollable, while mocking the demon of the Upper Moon who ran away when the sun was rising. He was sad too because he couldn't do anything and felt weak. Rengoku then saw the reflection of his late mother, and smiled proudly to see Rengoku had done his last duty well. Vivy, Fluorite Eye's song, the departure of two loves, human and AI. This is a sad tragic story in the future, when humans feel more connected to AI, which was previously only used as a support system. This is the love story of Dr. Siki, who marries Grace, who is none other than an AI. However, because of that incident, Grace has been used by other people into the Singularity Project. Dr. Siki, who wanted to bring Grace back, had to disappear, because everything had been executed by Vivy, who prioritized the good for everyone in the future. Grace, which had become the core of the Singularity Project, was lost by Vivy. Dr. Siki, who found out about it, was crushed instantly, and couldn't accept the fact. He also committed suicide in front of Vivy. Vivy is also an innocent AI who should try to make many people happy through her singing. On that day, it must also be the cause of the killing of two insane people who feel love for the first time between humans and AI. Tokyo Revengers, Baji's death. At the end of the Valhalla arc in the Tokyo Revengers anime series, an unexpected moment appears when Baji has to survive the stabs given by Kazutora while protecting Takemichi. Mikey, who was at the peak of his anger because Kazutora was the cause of his brother's death, plus Baji, who was dying because of it. Mikey beat up Kazutora so hard that no one even dared to stop him. Baji tried to get up and pretended to be fine in front of Mikey. He said he was happy that Mikey was angry with him, but he didn't want Kazutora to die because of it. Baji took Kazutora's knife and stabbed himself. Everyone was shocked, including Mikey. The dying Baji told him all in Shifuyu's lap that the early founder of Tokyo Manji was the precious treasure he had. About Mikey stopped his heavy blow at Kazutora. It all ended, and Kazutora regretted his actions and turned himself into prison for all his actions.